This is the Nether hub on the Hermitcraft server, and honestly it looks pretty good, but I can make it better. So in today's episode I am building the ultimate Nether hub in my hardcore world. And make sure to subscribe and like this video because it really helps me out. If you like my content, why not? Now let's hop into the video. In this episode, I want to build a cool looking Nether hub. I think it's a good idea to start designing something and we'll see where we end up. So after building a lot and testing a lot in my building world, I actually came up with this design. But in order to make this, I will be needing a crimson tree farm or warped. I think it's warped, but yes, I need that. But I also needed to build a guardian farm. And I want to build an iron farm because I am going to need more anvils for in the village, but also these lanterns cost iron, those chains cost iron, hoppers for the farms I want to build cost iron. So yeah, we're gonna need way more iron, which means also an iron farm. But luckily, I already made those farms a while ago. This is the iron farm. It's pretty small, but it does the job. There's not a zombie in there right now, so that's why it doesn't work with just a normal sorting system. And over here, we got the warped and also the crimson farm. They're like 2 in 1. Yeah, so I guess we'll just make these 2 designs in my hardcore world. There's one more thing though. I want to make my farms from now on underneath the village and then have the items shoot up to like the surface where I'll build a house that kind of resembles the farm, and there I will have the storage system. That's the idea. So now we just gotta mine a whole chunk to, well, more than a chunk actually. Since I am going to need a lot of iron to actually make hoppers and other stuff I need for the crimson tree farm, I've decided to first make a iron farm. It's pretty easy. I just need some villagers and a zombie, and I need only a few building materials, but that's about all. And I'm gonna build it over here. It's not as deep as the one over there where the crimson tree farm is going to be, but again I will be putting this underneath a house. So I just built the farm underneath here, and you can actually hear the golem dying. It's great. Iron should come over there any second. There we go. It's already produced almost a stack. So now we just need to make a house on top of here. I have now made a pretty cozy looking house, I think. I added some iron blocks in there because I did really want this to resemble an iron farm in some kind. In here we've just got like a few chests. It is a bit ugly, but at least it's functional now. I also added like an ender chest so I can easily access my valuables, shulker box, and this one so I can craft the iron into iron blocks. Yeah, over here we can just go down and watch the iron farm and see if it's still working. It is. He's dying. The iron goes up there, and then that's basically it. Yeah, it's really simple. I do like the house a lot. It's just a random design I made and it works, so I'll take it. Next up is the big tree farm, so let's go and build that one. as you could have seen in the time lapse, this is new. This is actually the storage / collecting system. So if you go down here, which takes a while, you can actually see the grown trees. Over here, they will get bone mealed, and when they grow, they push over there. TNT falls, it breaks, it gets collected over there. Then it shoots up over there in that tube, where it then goes over here into the storage system. And all of the items that can be bone mealed and that I don't need, I can just put in the chest. It will get bone mealed. It will go back down into the chest with the bone meal. That way I can save a little bit up on the bone meal, because this machine just eats bone meal. Luckily, I do now have a mob farm, which is over there. And also, this is probably where I'm going to build the guardian farm. But yeah, I didn't show the mob farm in any of the episodes because, well, I just didn't really have time for it. And I felt like I didn't add a lot of value to the video, so I left it out. But now we just got to make a house on top of here. I have now made the house around the farm, and it also has a pretty cool interior. Just the storage system itself, of course, with the ender chest. I think I'm just gonna place an ender chest in every single house that like has a farm in it. Got a little bookshelf. These are from the outside, so you can't really see through the windows. And just a cool little table with the crafting table. And in here you can go down into the farm if you have to. Also lit up the farm, so there shouldn't be any mobs spawning in there, I think. I hope. But I guess we'll figure that out. And yeah, if we have any bone meal, we can just put it in here. If we have anything from the farm that we want to bone meal, we can put it in there. And that's basically it. Now, I also want to remove some of this because, well, I made it last episode, but I don't really like it. I've got a better plan for what's coming over here, and you will see that in a second. But first, I want to remove the melon farm that I made over there and put it in this house. This is actually streamed in my Twitch stream, so if you want to check those out and have fun over there, make sure to check the link in the description to all my socials. So I'm actually not the most happy with this design, but I mean, it doesn't look that bad in my opinion. And it does have a cool like orange roof, which resembles the pumpkins, of course. But inside, again, just the storage system. I tried to like make this look a bit cool with the bookshelves, but yeah, it didn't really work out. Again, ender chests. Then over here we can go down into the farm. So over here we've got the pumpkins, I think, and down here are the melons. As you can see, we've got a lot of storage over here, so yeah, this will definitely fulfill our needs. Now let's tackle this problem. First of all, it doesn't look great. So I want to remove this, and then also our end portal or nether portal has always been here, and it's always looked the same. Ugly. Yeah, I don't like it. So let's take this down. Take the market stalls over there and the Christmas tree down and make it into like a little park with a old monument with the ender portal, or I keep saying ender portal, it's the nether portal. So a park with the nether portal in there in the center of the village. But before I can do any of that, I'm gonna need to mine some obsidian to actually make the portals. So yeah, I think this will just eventually all grow, and I think this will look pretty cool. I've collected up all of the resources that I'm gonna need for the Nether hub, and I put them all in here in these shulker boxes. I'm still getting more glass, by the way, because we will be needing more. But there's one thing I'm missing, and that is the Guardian farm. I need dark prismarine, which means I'm gonna need a lot of ink sacs and the stuff that like guardians drop when I kill them. So let's build a Guardian farm. So this is the farm. I've made a portal with a bed over here and of course a beacon because I don't want to die while using the farm. So with the beacon I have resistance and regeneration. Then we just fly on over here. Up here you've seen how the farm works, I think. The guardians just go into that big tube and I kill them. That's basically it. This is the storage system. It has the shards, the crystals, some cooked salmon, guardian head actually, and also these ink sacs. Although the farm doesn't actually produce any ink sacs, so this is kind of useless, but I thought it would, but for some reason it doesn't. So this does mean that if I want dark prismarine, I'm still gonna have a lot of have to kill a lot of squid. So now I'm just gonna repair my shovels and my pickaxes that are saved up in these shulker boxes, and then we can start actually building the Nether hub. I have now built this entire, well, Nether hub. This is the main hub. Only thing I want to add is, of course, the portal and a cool looking chandelier from hanging up there. So let's clear this up, put it back in the storage system. Let's build the actual portal, and then we can start building the tunnels to the actual, well, to my actual other portal to the other farms. I forgot to remove this. But yeah, this is now all done. I hope you guys like it. I definitely do. I think it looks great. So let's work on the tunnels and build this portal. So I started off by building a platform so I could easily place the blocks. Next, I started placing the stairs where they had to go on both sides of the ice, facing the ice, so the boat wouldn't like get stuck on there. Then I had to remove a lot of trees because they were all in my path and it was pretty annoying. But luckily I found my hoe again. Well, now I can place the ice. I actually decided to go for packed ice because you can travel for more than 200 blocks per second on that with a boat. And on packed ice, you can only go for around 180. So yeah, blue ice is better. I need to clear out even more space and even more trees. So that's what I did. Then I decided to place the black stone on which the gray glass will be just like the actual Nether hub itself. So I started to work on the, well, Nether highway. That's what I'm calling it. As you can see, it's decorated pretty cool in my opinion. So we've got the crimson or the warped wood, and then this right here. Also, this gives some light, which is great. And I'll just copy the same thing over and over and over again. And then when we have a portal, I'll make something like this right here, so it will be easily accessible. And then also the portal to the mob farm is over here. I think it's time to end the video because I have been spending way too much time on this. I know the Nether highway obviously isn't finished yet, but I'll be doing this mostly on the streams and between the episodes. So if you want to check that progress out, make sure to go over to my Twitch streams. Link is in the bio. But yeah, I think this looks pretty good. So thanks for watching. I hope you had a great day, and I hope I see you in the next video.